Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my YouTube channel Calculus and Mathematics Learning. In the previous video, we started and commenced with chapter number 3 variation, in which we are done with one exercise number 3.1, which was related with variations, direct variation and inverse variation. Today we are going to start a new exercise number 3.2, which is totally related with giant variation. But before going to start exercise number 3.2, you have to learn that what is giant variation. Giant variation is actually if we have some variable given, just like 2 or 3 variable given, that 3 variable or 2 variable will be directly or inversely related with a single variable. We are going to start exercise so we will understand easily. Question number 1. But before going to start exercise, you have to learn that in this exercise there are 4 questions, so we will solve 4 questions in this video, and the next 4 questions 5, 6, 7, 8 will inshallah be solved in the next video. So solving question number 1. In question number 1 there are tells that if y varies giantly as x and z, y is equal to 33, x is equal to 9, z is equal to 12, find y when x is equal to 16, z is equal to 22. Solution. Y varies giantly as a x and z. Giantly means combinedly together, just like y is giantly means combinedly together or together as x and z. So by removing proportionality, we bringing is equal to and a constant, just like we learned in the previous exercise 3.1. K is a constant here, x, z. Divide both sides with xz. Xz and xz will cancel out on the right hand side. So on the right hand side we are left with k is equal to, on the left hand side, y divided by x and z. Putting the value, y is 33, which can be written as 3 multiply 11, divided by x is 9, which can be written as 3 multiply 3, multiply z is 12. This 3 is cancelled out with this 3, so we are left with k is equal to 11, divided by 3 multiply 12 gives us 36. So this is the value of k, but we are not interested in the constant k, we are interested in the y. So using the same relation, y is equal to kxz. Y is equal to kxz. So y is equal to k is 11 divided by 36. So 36 can be written as 2 multiply 2. Multiply 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, and 4 multiply 9 gives us 36 again. And the value of x here is 16, which can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 4 divided by 1. Multiply z is 22, which can be written as 2 multiply 11 divided by 1. This 2 and 2 is cancelled out with this 2 and 2. 4 multiply 2 gives us 8, and 11 multiply 11 gives us 121. 121 multiply 8 gives us 8. 16, 8 and 9. 968 is given by 11 multiply 11 multiply 4. 968 divided by 9 multiply 1 gives us 9. So this is the value of y in this question, which we are required. Now move to question number 2. Question 2 tells that if y varies giantly as a g and h cube, and f is equal to 200, g is equal to 5, h is equal to 4, find f when g is equal to 3, h is equal to 6. This is not y, this is actually f. F is varies directly solution. F varies giantly as g and h cube, g and h cube. Removing proportionality and bringing is equal to k, g h cube. Divide both sides with g h cube. Gh cube and gh cube will cancel out on the right hand side with each other. We are left with k is equal to gfo divided by gh cube. Putting the value of f, g and h. F is 200 divided by g is 5 multiply h cube, so 4 cube. 4 cube gives us 64. So k is equal to 200 can be written as 2 multiply 2, which gives us 4, and 4 multiply 50 gives us 200. 5 multiply 64. 64 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, because 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, 4 multiply 2 gives us 8, 8 multiply 2 gives us 16, 16 multiply 2 gives us 32, and 32 multiply 2 gives us 64 again. And 5 is the same. 200 can be written as 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, and 4 multiply 5, 50 gives us 200. Now we can write 50 as a prime factorization. Further, 50 can be written as 5 multiply 10. Now we are going to cancel out some values. 5 will be cancelled out with 5, 2 is cancelled out with 2, this 2 is cancelled out with this 2. In numerator we are left with 10. 10 can be written as 2 multiply 5 divided by 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. This 2 is cancelled out with this 2, so the value of k is equal to 5 divided by 2 multiply 2 gives us 4, and 4 multiply 2 gives us 8. So the value of k is equal to 5 divided by 8. We are interested in f using the same relation. F is equal to kghq. F is equal to kghq. F is equal to the value of k is 5 divided by 8. Multiplying the value of g is 3 in this case, divided by h is 6, so 6 cube. It will give us 216, because 6 multiplies 6 gives us 36, and 36 multiplies 6 again gives us 216. So we can return it 36 multiply 6 divided by 1. Now we can write it's 5 multiply 3 multiply 36 can be written as 4 multiply 9 multiply 6 divided by 8 can be written as 4 multiply 2. This 4 is cancelled out with 4, and 6 can be written as 2 multiply 3. 5 multiply 3 gives us 50. 6 can be written as 3 multiply 2 divided by 2 here. This 2 is cancelled out with this 2, so the value of f is equal to 15 multiply 3 gives us 45. So the value of f is equal to 45. Question number 3 tells that suppose A is jointly proportional to B and C. If A is equal to 4, B is equal to 8, and C is equal to 9. Find A when B is equal to 2 and the value of C is 18. Solution. A is jointly proportional to B and C, so A is directly related with BC. Remove proportionality, bringing is equal to KBC. Now A is jointly related with B and C. We are given with ABC. So now divide both sides with BC. So on the right hand side we are left with K is equal to A divided by BC. The value of A is 4, B 8, and C is 9. Putting the same value here. 4 can be written, A is 4. So 4 can be written as 2 multiply 2 divided by B is 8. 8 can be written as 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply C. C is 9. So 9 can be written as same. So 2 and 2 is cancelled with 2 and 2. In numerator we are left with just K is equal to 1. So the value of K is equal to 1. In denominator we are left with 2 multiply 9, which gives us 18. We are not interested in K, we are interested in A. Using the same relation, B and C is given. Using A is equal to KBC, we are going to find A is equal to K is 1 over 18. 1 over 18 as 18 is can be written as 2 multiply 2, which gives 2 multiply 3 multiply 3, because 3 multiply 3 gives us 9, and 9 multiply 2 gives us 18. B is 2, and numerator C is 18. 18 can be written as 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. 3 is cancelled out and 2 is cancelled out. So we are just left with 2. So the value of A is equal to 2. Move to fourth question of this exercise, which is the last question of today's video. In question number 4 tells that if P varies jointly as Q and R square, the value of P is 225, the value of Q is 4, and the value of R is 3. Find P when the value of Q is 6 and R is 8. Solution. Let us that P varies jointly as a Q and R square. So P is directly related with Q and R, jointly related with Q and R square. Removing the proportionality and bringing is equal to K Q R square. Divide both sides with Q R square. So the value of K will be equal to P divided by Q R square. Putting the value of P Q R square. So K is equal to P is 225, which can be written as the product of 15 with itself, because 15 multiplied 15 gives us again 225, divided by Q. Q is 4, which can be written as 2 multiply 2, multiply R square. So 3 multiply 3 gives us 9. So 3 multiply 3 R square. Now we can write K is equal to 15 can be written as 3 multiply 5, and this 15 can also be written as 3 multiply 5, divided by 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. This 3 is cancelled out with this 3, and this 3 is cancelled out with this 3. In numerator we are left with 5 multiply 5 gives us 25, divided by 2 multiply 2 in denominator, which gives us 4. This is the value of K. Now we are going to find the value of P using the same relation. P is equal to KQ R square. Putting KQ R square, so K is 25 divided by 4. 25 can be written as 5 multiply 5, divided by 4 can be written as 2 multiply 2. Multiplying Q is 6, which can be written as 2 multiply 3, and R square, so 8 multiply 8. This 2 is cancelled out with this 2, so P is equal to 5 multiply 5 gives us 25, divided by 2, and here is 3, multiply 8 multiply 8. So 1 8 is can be written as 2 multiply 4, and the other 8 will comes down the same. This 2 is cancelled out with this 2. So the value of P is equal to 4 multiply 3 gives us 12, and 12 multiply 8 gives us 96, and 96 multiply 25 gives us 6 multiply 5 gives us 30, 5 multiply 9 45, and 3 48, 0 12 1 19, 0 0 1 9 10 14 1 2. So the value of P in this case 2400. Guys, with this question we are inshallah solve the next 4 questions in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe our channel and also hit the bell icon for the latest and upcoming videos on mathematics. Thank you.